My girlfriend of 5 years introduced me as her roommate at her work party. When I confronted her, she said I was lucky. The next day, I moved out and left a note that said, "Good luck paying rent, roommate." She's been calling ever since. We'd been together for 5 years, living together for 4, talking about marriage and kids. I thought we were solid. 6 months ago, Vanessa got promoted to regional director at her pharmaceutical company. Suddenly, she was traveling constantly. Our photos disappeared from her social media, and she started dressing differently. When I'd compliment her new outfits, she'd say, "It's what professionals in my position wear," like I wouldn't understand. Her company announced their annual black tie gala, Spouses Welcome. She told me it was employees only. I only found out the truth when I overheard her talking about what colleagues' husbands would wear. After confronting her, she agreed I could come. I bought a $3,000 suit for her big night. The night of the gala, I was actually having a good time when her division VP walked up to us. "So, you must be the roommate Vanessa mentions," he said, extending his hand. I waited for her to correct him. Instead, she nodded. "Yes, Noah and I share an apartment downtown. It's so convenient for commuting." I stood there, champagne frozen halfway to my lips. "Roommate?" I whispered when we were alone. She shrugged. "Don't make a scene. Graham's traditional. He thinks workplace relationships are unprofessional. You don't understand corporate politics," she hissed as another executive approached. For the next 2 hours, I got introduced as her roommate to at least a dozen people. When we got home, I was done. 5 years together and I'm suddenly your roommate? She poured herself wine. Didn't offer me any. "It's not personal, it's professional. You invited me to a partner's event. I invited you because you kept pushing." She took a sip. "Honestly, you should be grateful I keep you around at all." I stared at her. "What did you just say?" "Let's be real. I'm on track for senior leadership. Meanwhile, she waved dismissively. "Comfortable. Your company has 50 employees. Mine has 20,000. You're lucky I've kept you around. Most women in my position would have upgraded by now." 5 years reduced to charity. I had two choices, fight or agree. I chose to agree. "You're absolutely right," I said quietly. "I haven't been appreciating your success properly. I'm sorry." She looked satisfied. "I'm glad you finally understand." She left early the next morning for a meeting. The second her car pulled out, I called movers. Premium next day service cost extra, but it was worth it. Movers showed up at 1 p.m. By 3 p.m., the apartment was half empty. My furniture, entertainment system, even the fridge and washer dryer I'd bought, gone. I left one note on the counter. "Good luck paying rent, roommate." While packing, my phone rang. It was Graham, her VP. "Noah, this might sound weird, but are you and Vanessa still together?" I told him we'd just broken up. I figured. The reason I called you her roommate is because that's how she's been describing you for months. But she's also been seeing Charles from legal. They've been pretty open about it at work events you weren't invited to. So I wasn't just a roommate. I was cover for her affair. Within 48 hours, I'd pulled my money out of our shared vacation property, told our landlord I wouldn't renew the lease, accepted a job in Chicago that tripled my salary, and mentioned to my cousin at her company what happened. The frantic texts started that evening. "Where's your stuff? You can't just leave. The rent is due. Why is accounting asking about Charles?" I didn't respond. Then, "They're investigating me and Charles for workplace relationship violations." "What did you do?" "Through friends, I learned Vanessa got placed on administrative leave. Charles threw her under the bus. The cabin sold at a loss. She scrambled to find a new apartment with damaged credit. 2 weeks later, as I loaded my car for Chicago, Vanessa showed up at my hotel looking like hell. "Was this all because I called you my roommate?" "No," I said. "It was because when I objected, you told me I was lucky you kept me around at all." "I didn't mean it like that. You meant it when you said it to your married boyfriend." "I made mistakes, but destroying my career? That's too much. I never talked to your HR. That was all internal gossip from your own actions." I closed my trunk. Funny thing about love, it requires respect. Apparently, even as your roommate, I never earned that. 6 months later, my Chicago career has taken off. Vanessa got reinstated but demoted, living in a tiny apartment. I'll never be anyone's roommate again.